Just wanted to say just wanted to do a real quick report, I guess. I just want to say I'm 100% okay. Everything's all right, man. I don't think people really, a lot of people don't know me very well, especially when it comes to the chase mode. Just briefly, in this case alone, I come in from the north side, and I actually sat and watched that cell come at me for a good 10 minutes. I was way ahead of it. And I was at a four-way intersection, so I had escape routes in all directions. While it was a strong cell, tornado warned, coming right at me. But in the dark, and in January, and at night, 9, 10 o'clock at night, I was telling my friend 9 out of 10 times, these damn storms are do what they do, and they almost always dissolve before they get to me. So I was confident. I wasn't even nervous at all. I was loving it. And then just before it got to DEKALB, it was about 3 miles away in the dark, I could see the lowering by all the lightning. I got pictures of the lightning as it was coming at me. But I could see it was about to shift to the east side of me, coming through the south side too of me. I was just barely on the north side of the vortex. So that's not really the best place to be, especially at night. So I don't know what route it is, but there was a route going east, straight out of DEKALB. I just hit the gas, man. It started raining real hard. I hit the gas, and while I'm going just on the outside of town, it just started to get dark. I couldn't see the lights anymore. I could see on my right-hand side out the passenger window on the back side the lowering. And then I got about another couple hundred yards, and all the wind stopped except for like maybe a southeast breeze. And I knew I was close, but if you have a southeast breeze, you know you're on the east side. And the rain stopped. So I did a real quick U-turn and turned around, and holy crap, that thing was right there. It had come down instead of above the ground, which I'd seen for like 5 or 10 minutes. It was ripping up the trees, ended up bending the telephone poles over, and it was on the north side, actually my right-hand side, because I had turned around and was looking back at DEKALB facing west, and it started shredding everything on the right-hand side going north. There's no time for cameras and pictures and all that stuff. It was in the dark. It was horizontal rain. It was almost like a horizontal waterfall, swear to God. And when I do this solo, I mean, everybody, you got pics. You know, it's all wonderful to get pics. It's all cool to get the news video for channels and stuff. But, I'm a storm chaser. And one of the things I love to do is be out here. And the more that I'm out here, the more practice I get, the better I get at dancing around with these storms, the more enjoyable it gets to me, a lot of things I get to see. But I only have 2 hands. And I do everything with just my 2 hands. So I prefer, it's like I said, it's nice to get pics and everything, but in this case, especially these kind of situations, it's nice just to be able to be out here and help warn and alert people of what's happening live ahead of everything, ahead of the news, ahead of police and emergency crews, ahead of everybody, and be that information that I also use like my 5th and 6th hand to address Facebook, social medias, phone calls, and all that stuff. Pretty soon this year, I'll have Vera by my side, and I'm going to train her at every aspect that I know. And then I'll have some more hands. I'll have more reportability. I'll have a lot more eyeballs and insight to see what's going on around me. But I wasn't even nervous. I mean, I know what the radar was showing, and it was intense, and it might end up being an F2 in the dark, the F2. But I didn't even get nervous until literally I was already past it and turned around and saw what it was doing in the dark, in the woods and trees and everything, and hearing that sound. So I just want people to understand that I don't do, well, dangerous and safe, it has a huge domain. What's safe to one person is insane to others. What's dangerous to one person is petty to others, or or vice versa. So what I do, I have high respect for EF3s or stronger. Under EF3s, EF2s, EF1s, EF0s, and all these massive storms, I can dance around these things all day long, and obviously all night. So I just want people to understand that I'm loving what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do. I'll do this for the next 25 years. I've been around these. Last year alone, I went out 47 times. So I'm still pretty new at this, and I ain't perfect, and I'm not, I don't even have tenure, but I know what the hell I'm doing. And I can get pretty damn close to these things and get around these things 9.98 out of 10 times. I don't fear that, though. Fear makes you nervous. Nervous makes you lose concentration. Losing concentration makes you make bad decisions. So, confidence, knowing what I'm doing, seeing the radars, reading everything well, staying ahead of it, staying east of it, staying south of it. That's what I do. So, I just want everybody to know, take a breath. I remember last Sunday saying this weekend, there might be some severe weather for me to chase in January. And I remember everybody saying, yeah, there might be a little lightning. Ran up until today, when it all actually came together, right? Yeah. I've been in probably, I think, 7 or 8 tornado-warned boxes. And the only thing you really get to see at night, man, if that was in daytime, shit. That was right there. I could have had Nikon pictures of the damn thing, you know what I mean? But in the darkness in the night, you're lucky to even be able to see anything in between the flashes of light, of lightning, along with rain, and wind whip rain and everything too. So I appreciate everybody concerned, whatever, something like that. I see that. I don't even have time to look at inboxes or Facebook comments or something like that. I may end up putting my phone out there, maybe for emergency use only or something. But otherwise, just know that even when my beacon stops, the Storm Stalker is still rolling. I'm Jesse Post, and I'm here to tell you I'm good to go, and everything's safe. I'm going to go back to DEKALB. I don't know how many miles outside of town I am now. I chased that storm up into the hills. I'm going to go back into DEKALB and see the damage, maybe get some pictures if they got it lit up yet, and just remind myself from my own archives as to how close that one was, even though I was on the safe side of it the whole time. I just really, honestly, the one thing I didn't really like about what happened, kind of, I guess you could say, is the fact, like I said earlier, almost every time I get in front of these things, I just said it today, I scare them to death. They always die before they get to me. I get right on the track, right in front of them, waiting, with many witnesses, many times, and they die before they get to me. So tonight, when this thing was coming, I was outside my car with my camera waiting. So I got some pictures as it's coming around me. Tornado warned, supercell, in the dark, lightning flashing all over the place, possibly rain wrapped. You see the velocities going green and orange, tight on radar. I'm outside the car taking pictures coming at me. I thought for sure it would dissolve. Then all of a sudden, within the last 5 minutes there, as it come up next to DEKALB, those last 2 frames on the radar velocities were tight. And I was like, Jesus, this one's not going to fold. So I jump in the car and I hit it east hard. And I just barely got outside of town, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm kind of lost out here. I'm not lost. I could be anywhere at any time. I went through 3 states again today on the January, while everybody's home talking about the bust and it's not worth it and all that. You know what? It's always worth it. Storm chasing, you, as a storm chaser, you get out here and get a chance to tell people live what's happening. That alone is worth it to me. And if I can get the documented too, save some of my archives, present it at the same time, and I'm solo with 2 hands out here, you kidding me? That's like almost the ultimate challenge. It's crazy. Anyways, I love you all. I'm gonna get back to DEKALB and go get a couple pictures. And 2018 started. I broke my camera in now with some lightning, and now I got a tornado here under my belt, and a crazy event here in January, and it's just begun. This year is going to be a wild one. I hope you all stick with me.